Welcome, dear students, to an important orientation of the course, Ancient Indian Political Thought. So here in this short presentation, I'll be detailing you majorly the content of this course and of course, what are the major course objectives and course outcomes. So let's start with the course objectives of the course titled Ancient Indian Political Thought. So, the very first one is to develop an understanding of the social and political philosophy of ancient India to assess the modern nations about socio-political arrangements. Second one is to analyze the process of decolonizing Indian minds related to India's glorious past. Third one is to make you understand on the indigenous political theories and their relevance to changing time. So after going through each and every portions and the contents of this course, what we expecting from all of you to attain these course objectives that you can see in the form of course outcomes also. So we have majorly three important course outcomes to be achieved. One is to enhance your capacity or capabilities to understand the social and political philosophy of ancient India, especially ancient Indian political thinkers. And second one is to analyze the richness and variations in the political perceptions of Indian thinkers. And third one is to appraise the influence and the contributions that even the major literary traditions of ancient India, including great epics and folklore stories, how these different epics, some legendary works, and folklore stories have immensely influenced the today's Indian political system. When it comes to content, you have three important units to be covered. First unit contains three chapters. Chapter 1, titled Sources of Early Indian Thought. It includes what are the major sources from which we have taken the major ancient Indian political ideas and what are its limitations. So, here in this first chapter, our focus would be majorly on what exactly the meaning of Ganarajya and Nidisara or Nidistara itself. Chapter 2 under Unit 1 includes major perspectives of different schools of thought on ancient Indian political thought. One is Orientalism, second one is nationalism, third one is Marxist thinking. And of course, we will be looking deep into the perspectives of Mahatma Gandhi on Varnasrama Dharma. Under Unit 1, we have one more chapter, that is chapter 3. It talks about Indian culture, its origin, growth, comparative analysis, and how it is, how it stands still different from Western culture. When we move to Unit 2, you have again three chapters there. Chapter 4 starts with the socio-political ideas in the early Indian uh, thought phase. That includes Dharma, Rajadharma, Dandaniti, Nyaya, and Varnasrama Dharma. Chapter 5 that provides you a detailed insight into the ideas of kinship, its nature, its structure, and of course, our focus in this chapter 5 would be more and more on Kaudilya's ideas of kingship. Next is chapter 6, that is functions of king. Sabha, Samiti, Vidhada, Paura Janapada, these are the major ideas we will be looking into. Unit 3, again, we have divided it into three chapters, chapter 7, chapter 8, chapter 9. Chapter 7 deals with the folklore, that includes nature, structure, functions, roles of stories in Indian tradition. Chapter 8, which primarily deals with the ideas which are there in the epic text called Ramayana. So Ramarajya, subaltern and Adhyalmika perspective, all these different ideas will be included in the chapter titled Ramayana. And last chapter is on Mahabharata, how Rajadharma in Shanti Parva and ideas of war and peace have been very clearly, inscribed in different chapters and units of Mahabharata itself. So these are the major content of the course Ancient Political Thought. And you have certain resources also to be very in detail looked into. that you can see at the bottom of your syllabus itself. So we will be seeing there in our class with a detailed elucidation on each and every portions that we have just, in a glimpse mentioned here. All the very best wishes, students. We will be seeing in our class with a proper PPT and study reading material. All the very best wishes for your academic and new year of this semester. Happy New Year.